We've been practicing doing our name using some really cool lettering styles and creating letters that are very creative and artistic. And today we are going to apply that to a piece of paper that you can find in your kit that's a little smaller. It's actually about 9 inches by 6 inches. It's a little thicker. And the reason I have it this smaller size is we're actually working backwards a little bit. This is a piece of paper that we are intending to put on the cover of a sketchbook that we are going to make. It's just a lot easier to work with cover paper when it's on a flat surface rather than when it's attached to your sketchbook. So go ahead and find that piece of paper if you haven't already. And the other thing I'm going to be using today is a pencil. Just a pencil. I know you have a lot of really fun things in your art kit, but let's plan everything out first with your name and your cool lettering in a pencil so we can make changes if we need to. So before you jump right in, you're gonna have to make some decisions. Do you want your artwork to be horizontal? Do you want it to be vertical? Do you want it to be somewhere in between? It's totally your choice. This is your artwork. And even though this is gonna go on the cover, take the pressure off, have fun, play with it. And after you've decided which way you want your paper to go, I want you to think about something in art called composition, which is a really fancy way of saying, where do you want to put things on the paper? When we're younger, we tend to go right for the middle and small, but maybe you'll go for the bottom, the top, maybe you'll go diagonal, maybe you'll go off the edge. So it's totally up to you. So I'm even going to draw like a little line to kind of show me that I'm going to go off the edge. And then just like we did before, you write your name. It could be your first name, your last name. It could be your nickname. Just write it really light, and I'm using a pencil. I'm even going off the edge there. I'm not going to freak out. Went off the edge, whatever. And the cool thing about making it light is you can make changes right here if you need to. And honestly, most artists don't even bother with erasing till the very end. So I can make changes right there on top. And it might be hard to see, I apologize, but I'm actually drawing really light on purpose. Then, just like we did before, you can outline your letters in any way you want. Or maybe you've created your own style. So if you have your own style of lettering, you could just go ahead and do that. You never, ever, ever have to do it the way I do. I just give you some tips. If you've never done something before, it can be helpful to have a starting point. But you absolutely do not have to do it the way that I'm doing it. So I'm pushing a little bit harder now. You don't have to, but it's kind of what I'm doing. And then before I get any other materials, since I'm sticking with my pencil today, I can go back, I can erase if I want, or I can start to do some cool designs. So for right now, I'm just gonna leave it pencil and white paper. And the cool thing about designs in art is I want you to, most artists just think simple. So I'm gonna be creative. I wanna do a circle. I don't have my stencils at home, so I'm finding things that are circular and I'm just tracing them in pencil. I can do some cool circles. Oh, I'll just finish that by hand, no big deal. So I really love when, as artists, we can just get super duper creative. Oh, that's kind of cool. Okay, whatever. It's not perfect, but hey, art is not perfect. I want you to make mistakes. I want you to fail. I want you to keep moving forward. But here's a little trick. Artists who do some really cool backgrounds and designs and things, they use simple shapes like a circle or even something like a line. They just tend to repeat it over and over and over and over and over and over again. So that's kind of a fun art trick that nobody tells you. Artists who make things that look really cool, we just repeat over and over again. So if you draw something and you like it, draw it again and again and again and again. And I'm going to let you guys have some fun because I'm having all the fun right now, but I like my circles, so I'm going to hand draw some. Draw them again and again and again. And then once you're totally done with your design, then if you want to go back and erase a little bit, you can. We'll talk about doing markers and other colors and layers in future lessons, but I think that's a good place to stop for now. So have fun, make sure you're failing, and repeat things. Can't wait to see what you make.